Well, almost everything is set up. I got some distractions. Let's bring this down some more. Boom. Just some people come in. Hello. How you doing? Let's see where this is going to go at. I'm going to put the meat shredder right here for now. We're going to have some people come in, and then we're going to get started. Y'all, today is the day that we've been waiting for. The main event is about to go down. We start at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, we're going to get started. So get your pen and your paper and everything ready. All right. I'm just finding all these busted phones. Diane, greetings, Diane. Welcome, dear. Thank you for being here. You are doing amazing things. I have seen your pictures that you have been sending me. And next week, I will be reviewing your pictures, everyone pictures, and I will be helping you out with some pointers on those pictures that y'all have been sending me. But great job on the pictures, y'all. Belinda in the building. Greetings, Belinda. Both of y'all are definitely doing the thing. Star is also doing the damn thing. Shout out to everybody who want to grow this year to be their best self. So we're gonna start at 3 o'clock. I'm gonna get something to drink. Go get yourself something to drink and make sure you have your pen and your paper. And we're gonna get into it, all right? I'm trying to do some DIY stuff here to create a little backdrop. Let's see if it work out. Ouch. This is really hard. Yeah, I got this from the dollar store. I'm trying to create like a fake wall, a fake tile wall. So you have to do stuff like this, y'all. You gotta fake it to make it sometimes. But right now, I'm struggling. I'm gonna put it right here, y'all, from there. I'm gonna get some glue and I'm gonna glue it down, y'all. So we'll be starting at 3 o'clock. This is just behind the scenes. We're just gonna glue it down, yeah. It's gonna be all right. It might work, it might not work. Oh well, at least I try. Oops. I never knew they had white glue in school. We always had the white one, but now they got clear see-through glue. Why you're not? Oh, you gotta squeeze you hard, bro. Yeah, you gotta squeeze this thing really hard. You gotta squeeze this thing really hard, yeah. What? I didn't know it was that difficult. It's open all the way. Well, we just need a little bit. We just need a little bit, yeah. But yeah, that glue is harder to squeeze. I don't know why they did it like that. Like I said, this might not work. we just trying to create a fake wall. A fake wall, you know, a fake backdrop. Oops. There we go. All right, so now we know we have to focus on that one. Okay, fam, so welcome today to today's class. I appreciate you all for being here. And we're going to get into videography today. It's very cold outside, so today we're inside. All right, so what you see I'm doing right now is similar things you're going to be doing also too in videography. Right now, I have a product shoot that I have to shoot for a company. So you're going to go along with me through this whole process on how I shoot a product video. But there are so many other videos that you can shoot. But this is just one of millions of thousands of how many videos that you can shoot once you learn the techniques. All right. So, greetings to everyone that's here. I appreciate you all. So, you now have the idea of photography. You now have the 4 keys in photography: the light, the composition, your camera, and the subject. You have those 4 things. We have the 4 things right here, too. We have the camera, we have our subject, which is this is what we're going to be filming, and we're going to build a composition. We have our light. I will show you my light that I'm using right now. You don't have this light because you are a beginner, but if you don't have natural light, if you can't go outside to shoot your videos outside, go near the window. Light, Light, light is going to be your biggest friend in videography and photography. Light. If you're making videos it's in a dark area, we can't see your face too good, we can't see the product that you're trying to show us, your video is going to get flushed down the rabbit hole because it's not appealing to people. You have to create villains. Excuse me. You have to create videos that are creative and at the same time appealing. So you have to put the 4 keys that you learn in photography, you have to apply the same keys into videography. But we're just going to add a little bit of sprinkle on it to make it even more better. Okay, so what is videography? Let's start off with videography. What is videography? Videography is the process of capturing moving images. See, photography, we focus on still image. The subject is still, and you take a picture. Photography is still image. Videography is moving. You're moving. You're going to be like this camera right here. We're going to be moving with this camera. That's what videography is about. It's about movement. Photography is still shot. You're capturing people while they're running, but it's a still shot. It's a frame. When you hit that press that button, it's a shot that you take. It's a frame, just a frame that you have taken. But video is it's a recording that takes frames and just keep on multiplying them, keep on adding more frames onto it. So we'll get into the type of frames that videography comes with, because you have to know these frames for you to know how to produce your videos. All right, so different cell phones have different features. I'm starting out with the old school cell phones, Android. A lot of us have Android. I started out with an Android, so I will show you how to capture videos with your Android. I have iPhone too. I mainly use my iPhone because of the feature. It has more in-depth video features. It's built for content creators. All right, y'all. So let's get right into it. So right now, when we starting off with video, you want to go into your camera. As you can see right now, I'm doing a video course. This has nothing to do with addiction. This is things that I do to get my mind away from Kensington content. So I'm not dealing with Kensington content right now. That's on Monday all the way to Friday is Kensington content from Monday to Friday. But Saturday, Sunday, that's my time, my mental health to not think about stuff like that. All right, so holla at me on a Monday. Okay, so fam, this is your cell phone right here. This is your sword. I call it your sword. Just like I have a digital camera, this is what you use to create your videos or your picture. Cell phones is more easier to maintain than a big camera, which draws a lot of attention. Cell phones, everyone have it, so nobody is going to be looking at you weird. Like when I have a big camera draws attention. Cell phones is easier to shoot videos with. You put it in your pocket, you pull it out. By the time you shoot a video about me, it's going to take me longer with my big camera because I have to pull it out, set it up. By then, you already took your shot with the cell phone. So cell phones is really reliable and it's convenient way for you to capture things, moments. So we already went over the photos. Now we're in the video. All right. So we're in video. When you see up top, there's your cell phone might have this, or your cell phone may not have this. It all depends on your cell phone. If you have an up-to-date cell phone, 2025, 2024 cell phones, you're going to have newer features because they're focused on helping people create content. If you have a throwback phone, you're not going to have these features on it. All right, so if you look at this phone right here on the top, we're in video now. So make sure you go in your video because that's what we're covering now. We're not doing pictures no more. We're doing video now. So you see, it's highlighted for you, video, right? So make sure that's what you do when you're ready to film your video. You go into video. Now, you're not just going to hit the red button. You have to first see what type of video you want to create. Do you have a story? What do you want to film? What's the video about? What story are you trying to tell? What message are you trying to send? What do you want the audience to get from your video? So you have to look at all these things before, or maybe you might just see a event outside, something happening outside, and you hit record. That's okay. Those are, you know, candid moments. You can always capture candid moments. That's fine. But if you want to go into like storytelling, if you want to go into product shoot, if you want to do different there's different avenues of videography. What is your point? Let's keep going, y'all. So let's keep on going. So I'm just giving y'all the basics of videography, why it's important. I got some notes so that way I won't get caught up, okay? So let me pull up my notes. Okay, so this is the beginning stage of videography. So I'm gonna start off slow and I'm gonna build you up until we can get into the intermediate phase and then into the advanced, which is going to be at the end of the 8 weeks. All right, so cell phones is great because of the accessibility. Most people already own a cell phone capable of capturing high quality videos. Portability. Smartphones are lightweight and easy to carry, making them perfect for on-the-go videography. See, it's easy to carry, making them perfect for on-the-go videography. Advanced technology. Cell phones nowadays, many smartphones that are on the market have 4K resolution. You can even shoot in 4K. You can shoot in high frame rates. And some of these cell phones have image stabilization. So you're not going to be, if you're a shaky person, you're going to be okay because newer cell phones have stabilization built inside of it that's going to help keep your shot stable so that way you won't have a shaky video. Nobody want to watch a shaky video unless it's something that candid, a moment thing that happening, then we understand you running, but if you're trying to be professional, you want to keep the shot smooth and stable as possible. You see what I have this thing on right now? This is a table stabilizer. You put it right there, you clip it here, and it keeps the phone steady. Your hands is free. You're not going to be shaking the footage with your shaky hands. I got shaky hands, so I know. All right, so those are some of the Reason why cell phone videography is is great because it's so easy to use. All right, so now let's get into some specs before we go further. Get your pen, get your pen and your pad, get ready to take notes. So we have FHD. You may not know what FHD stand for, but you can see at the top FHD. And when we click it again, we got two comes up. We got FHD and we got HD. So now your phone may have FHD or your phone may have HD. They may have both, and your phone may have 4K next to it. These are resolutions. FHD is a resolution. HD is a resolution. So we'll get into what these two resolution means and when to use them. Okay, let me pull up my notes. Okay, all right. So let's start off with FHD. What is FHD? If you click that on your cell phone, FHD, when you're getting ready to do your video, you click FHD. FHD is basically full high definition. All right. FHD stand for full HD. If you see people say HD, full HD, that's what that stand for. Full high definition. That means if you click that, your resolution is gonna be 1920 by 1080p. 1920 by 1080p, that's full screen resolution. That's what you see on when you click my full videos, that's a 1080p resolution. It shows you the full video and it gives you the best quality. If you don't have 4K, you should be shooting in FHD because this gives you the highest quality video that you can that's coming from your phone because that's the highest quality that you have on your phone. So you want to stick to your highest quality settings, all right? So you have your FHD, and now let's go back to the next one. If we click HD, what does HD stand for? HD is standard definition. It's just high definition, but it's the standard. So if you don't have full HD, you want to shoot in HD, the standard, which is 720. All right, 720. Full HD is 1080, while HD is 720. So full HD is double the pixel of HD. You have to know these things because the resolution matters. If you're trying to put out high quality images of video, you have to shoot in full HD. If you got 4K, shoot in 4K. That's going to give you professional results. But if you don't have that, full HD or HD, you should shoot in. This phone right here is a Cricket. It's an old Cricket phone. I don't even know what phone is it, but it's an old Cricket phone. It doesn't have the best specs, but yeah, that's what you need if you want to start shooting videos. Those are the two things you need to know. If there are other phones, like I said, with more advanced features, you got 4K. Besides the full HD, it will have 4K and so on and so on. There's different resolution, all right? So now that you know the difference between full HD and HD, make sure when you film it, you click on full HD. I don't shoot in HD because that's lower quality. You want to shoot in the best quality, the highest quality that you have, okay? All right, so now we got that out the way. Let's go into, this phone doesn't have it, but it's called frame rates. Frame rates is the number of frames captured by when you hit record. When you hit record, we have a thing that's going to be behind the scenes that you don't see. It's called frame rate. It tells you, like what you should put it on for a certain video. I will tell you the different type of frame rates so that way you can have an idea of the frame rates and what they are and how to use them. So take out your pen and your pad, and we're going to focus on frame rates. This phone doesn't have it. My iPhone have it. You can change the frame rates to whatever frame rate that you want it to be when you're shooting. But if you have an old phone, you're not gonna have frame rates on it. You just gotta stick with what they give you. But yeah, I'm just gonna give those who have that feature what it means and when to use it. So the first feature on the frame rate, if we had it, it would be over here somewhere. You got 24 frames per second. So write the number 24. You got we got 4 frame rates, but there are more frame rates, but the basics are 4 frame rates we're going to focus on right now. The first one is 24, the number 24. All right. So 24, if your phone have 24 FPS, frames per second, that's what FPS stand for, frames per second. If your phone have 24 FPS, that's the cinematic standard for movies. So if you want your video to look like a movie, like what you see at the movie theaters and what you watch on your TV movie, they shoot in 24 frames per second. So if you want that movie type of look, you'll have to shoot in 24 frames per second if your phone got that. So after 24 frames per second, write the next one down. It's 30 frames per second. The number 30, write 30 down. All right. So after 24, we got 30. 30 frames per second is common for TVs and social media. So if you want to share on like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you can shoot in 30 frames per second because that's the common standard. But all these things that I'm telling you, these numbers that I'm giving you, you can shoot in all of them if you want. You can go back and forth, mix match these frames. I do it all the time. But I'm teaching you the basics. Once you know the basics, then you can break the rules. I break rules, but you have to know the basics before you can break the rules. All right, so we have 24, we got 30 frames per second, now we got 60. Write the number 60, 60. Right? And we're going to get into the actual filming real soon, but right now I got to give you the specs for videography. You need it. These are keys. All right, so now we got 60 frames per second. Your phone may not have 60. My iPhone 16 got 60 frames per second, and other Android phones also have 60 frames, 30 frames, 24 frames. So what's 60? 60 frames is for slow motion. If you shoot in 60 frames, you can go in your editing app and slow the video down to 24 frames. It will make the video have a smooth slow motion. If you see videos out there with the slow motion and smooth, that's what they're using. They're using like 60 frames or 120 frames per second. So the next one is 120 frames. So we have, after 60, we got 120 frames per second. Your phone may not have that. Like I said, these things are for advanced phones. But I just have to tell you so that way if you get an advanced phone on how to use it. All right, so now at the end of the day, it will get easy and undo the basic for now. It's about consistency. Absolutely. All right, so now you have the 60 frames per second, which is for smooth, slow motion. And you have 120 frames per second, which is another smooth, slow motion. Yeah, so you have these 4 frame rates. All right, let's go over it one more time. 24 frames for cinematic standard movies. You have 30 frames, which is for common TV and social medias. 60 frames, which you can slow it down. 120 frames, which you can also slow down. All right, so those are the 4 keys. If your phone have it, you'll see it when you click on the video. You will see everything at the top, how you can change it. But this phone is old school. So what are we going to do now? To get right into the meat and the potatoes, now that you understand the frames and the HD and FHD, we're gonna this commercial, this product shoot. If to say I'm shooting this thing in real time, this is how I would shoot it, right? So we have our resolution. So remember, This is resolution, FHD, full HD. This is all just resolution. So we're going to go on FHD. So that means we shooting at the full max that our phone can shoot on, full HD, which is 1920 by 1080p. All right, so now what do? All right, we want to make sure this is our focus, that we're trying to let the viewers see. All right, this is our focus. This is what we're trying to sell, this meat shredder. So that means if you have a lot of distracting stuff in the background, you got to block all those distracting stuff out, because you're going to be confusing the people on what's the focus is about. All right, the focus is on the meat shredder. All right, so this is what we're going to be doing. So now we go back to photography. Right, we go back to photography. Now we have our 4 keys. We have our camera, which is our one of our keys, and we have our subject. This is going to be the subject, which is the meat shredder. And now we got to create a scene. We got to build a scene. We have our light. I'm gonna show you the light that I'm using. All right, this is the light that I'm using. You can see it's a very powerful studio lights. But if you don't have a powerful light like this, you'll have to use outside light. You have to get next to the window. This is a dome light. It mimics daylight. See the light that's coming from outside the daylight? This is what this light mimic. It mimic daylight. So you have to get, once you get serious, you trying to advance, you'll have to get yourself some type of light. So we have our light on, and it's facing towards our subject, right? Okay, so now let's build. As you can see in the background, we have, okay, sure, I got you, no doubt, love. So you can see in the background, we got a bunch of distraction, right? So now for you to say, what's your video about? Is your video about you yourself? Is it about somebody, your pet? Whatever it is that you're trying to focus on, make sure that thing is the focus, not the background. It's okay to have backgrounds there, nicely, but if it look like a clutter, it's not, it's not appealing. So try to get rid of all the clutter. So now let's set up the composition, all right? So for this shot right here, we have this. I want to block the background. So let's see. We want to give it a nice, beautiful background. So I got this stuff right here from the dollar store. You can see it mimics a tile wall. I got this little piece that's missing. We're going to put that piece on it, and we're just going to use this as a backdrop. All right, now we are building the scene. So if, for instance, if you was doing a video, you would put your chair right here, give yourself separation, put the chair right here. Don't put the chair next to the wall or against the wall, because it's going to make you look like you part of the wall. So what you want to do is create a 3D separation from the wall. So that way the wall is separated, you separated, and that's a beautiful shot. Okay, so let's build this scene so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so this right here came off. There's some Dollar Tree stuff that I bought. But hey, we're going to try to make it work. All right, so let's get something to glue it down real quick, because that other glue isn't working. Or maybe some tape. But we just want to create a beautiful background. When you see people doing movies and commercial, they have people who decorate the set. They have set decorators. They have people for each thing. They have people to control the lights. They have people to control the scene. They have person for each thing. Everybody has a job, but when you're by yourself, you have to be all these people in one. All right, so background is important, absolutely. Your background is key. If you want to do a nice video, a lot of people spend hours searching for location to shoot. Location is very important, because if you pick a beautiful location, it's going to make your video stand out. So let's we just hacking it. We hacking it right now, right? We hacking things. Let's just put this right here for now so it could stick. So all we doing right now, fam, we building our composition. We using the keys, the 4 keys from photography. All right, so boom. I mean, we got the tape on there, but hey, this is just for demonstration purposes. Okay, all right, so this is gonna be our backdrop. Let's see how we can better set it up. Hold on, let's see, we might have to do it like this. All right, we might have to do it like this for now. It's a little bit, I should have pulled it up some more. But we're just gonna do the best we can, all right? So let me get something for us to lay against. Let's get something to lay against. But you can see where I'm going with this, all right? You can see where this is going at. Let's get something to lay against. And in the end, like this like around course number 6 or course number 7, I'm gonna teach you how to edit. Editing is gonna come last. All right, so we have this over here, it's like this. Okay. It's not perfect, but we're gonna use that as a backdrop. Let's bring it up a little closer. A lot of the times people do stuff like this, but you will never know behind the scenes because they only show what they want you to see. So that's what we gonna do the same thing, show people what we want them to see. All right, so that's our backdrop right there. Everything else on the side is gonna be blocked out because we're gonna push our camera in so that way it only captures the wall. So when people see it, they will not know that we shot this on a Dollar Tree plastic tile thing. It's all about creativity. All right, so let's go back so you can see it more. That's our now we building the composition, like I said. This is our subject right here, and you're gonna see how I frame the subject. Like I said, you don't want to have the subject. I see people do that all the time. You tell them to go take a picture, they go stick right to the wall. That's a no-no. So I used to do that too until I learned, learn the right way. Don't stick yourself to the wall. If you want to take a picture of somebody or you're taking a picture, a video of a product, create the 3D separation. Just like that. Bring it up. Just like that. Give it that depth, that 3D vibe. So now we have it. You can see it. It's our shot right there. This is the first shot right here, right? So this is a product video that I'm doing. So the story in this is, it's not really a story. It's just that I'm going to unbox this thing and I'm going to open it to show the people what it looked like when it's open. And another day when I got some chicken, I'm going to do a video of me doing it with the chicken so they can see it in action. So that's basically what this is about, a product shoot about this meat shredder. If you was doing a video about you talking, you will have your chair in the same position, all right, separated from your backdrop. You'll have your chair right there, you sitting right there in the middle, and you're in frame. You have to be in frame, either in the middle, to the left, or to the right, you're in frame. So right now we're in frame, all right? So let's get our camera. It's our camera right there, see? Let me bring the camera down. So let's bring the light back so that way the light can. That's why light is so important. That's what you're going to use to draw with the light. So you have to make sure you're near a window or somewhere bright so that way we can see your face good, or we can see the product really good. All right, so now we have our light facing directly in front of us. You can see the shot just got a little brighter. But let me just show you what it's gonna look like with if I had bad light. If I had bad light, this is what this would look like. Right now, the light isn't that bad because I have light coming from the window, but you can see our product isn't lit up. The product is not lit up. So a person will shoot a video like this and it will not be a good video because the product is not lit up. So now watch when I turn the light on. See how much better it looks? You see why light is so important for your video or your picture? Let me do it one more time with the light off. We still getting light coming in from the left side, but that's not enough light for us to see the product. So let's put the light back on. Let there be light. Much better. You can see the product much better. The shot is lit up. So that's why it's important for you, if you don't have outside access or have a light, go as close as you can to the window. Okay, so let's bring our product up some more. Okay, we have, this is what we're gonna do now, right? So for instance, we're gonna shoot, we're gonna do this real time now. We're gonna shoot this video how I would do it. All right, so first of all, you wanna make sure your camera, if you're gonna be moving, make sure you holding the camera with two hands like this. Make sure you're holding it with two hands like this. Or if you got it in your hands, you don't have this, make sure you're holding the camera like this with two hands, and make sure your elbows are locked towards your side. So that way you can have it stable. All right, try to keep the phone as stable as possible. Okay, so let's do this shot. Okay, so you can see, let's go back so that way you can see better. I'm in a tight spot right now. So let's go back some more so that way you can see better, all right? So now, right, we have our shot, we have the composition, right? And we just want to focus on the shredder. We don't want to get the side, the right side, left side, no, just the shredder. So you can see our shot is in focus right now, all right? And you just tap it so that way it can get in focus even more. And you just hit record. This is the first shot right here we're doing. It's recording right now. So you want to go in, hold it steady, come out, zoom out, go in again, go in as close as you can, come back out. Now, just do it like that. All right, that's just your first shot. Boom, then you hit stop. So now I have to tell you, video is like a puzzle. I'm gonna give you a little demonstration right now what I mean. Let me find my book bag. Okay, so this is very important. You must know this. Before we go any further, so we just took a clip. So every time you hit that record button, it's a clip that you're taking. We took one clip of the panning in and the panning out. So I will show you now. Get this light on the side. These are just cards. It has, the reason why I got this out because I just want to show you what I mean. Video are like puzzles. So for every shot that you take, every clip or every time you hit that record button is a piece of puzzle. So for instance, our puzzle is this right here. This is the whole puzzle that we have to create. So we just did one clip. That's one piece of the puzzle. If we go again, shoot again, for instance, we're going to lay it down there. We're going to lay it down and we're going to get an overhead shot. We're going to get an overhead shot of it. That's going to be another piece of the puzzle. So let's get it. And then we're going to show a shot of us opening it. That's another piece of the puzzle. So for every clip that you take, it's a piece of your puzzle. So if you take 100 clips, just know that you got 100 pieces that you got to go through. If you take 50 clips, that just means that 50 clips you got to go through to put your puzzle together. So I just want you to understand that getting in a lot of clips is good, but getting a lot of clips is also create more work for you. All right, so now we have this down. Now I want to get a shot laying down, but this backdrop right here, I don't like this backdrop. So let's use this. We staying consistent, all right? It's all about consistency also too. You got to be consistent. All right, so boom. All right, so this is going to be our second shot of it laying down. We're going to catch a shot of it face down. This is going to be our second clip. All right, let's put our camera on. See? Our camera is there. Let's put our light to the side a little bit so that way we can get it even brighter. The light is your best friend, fam. If you want beautiful video, use light. All right, so now we have, this is going to be our second shot right here. So we're going to hit the record. We want to get it again from a top perspective. It's recording, y'all, right? Focusing on the meat shredder. You want to move left and right like that, like a rotating. So that way you want to go up to a little bit and down with it like almost like an aerial shot. Just like that. Trying to hold steady. All right. And then boom. We're gonna hit stop. Okay, we hit stop. So we have, let me go back to the videos. Okay, so that's the video that we did just now. I'm gonna show it to you. We're gonna hit play. So this is clip number 2. So let's hit play, see what it looks. You hear me talking. Focusing on the meat shredder. You wanna move left and right like that, like a rotating. So that way you wanna go up to a little bit. So now all these is clips. All right, so now we got clip number 2, all right? So that's clip number 2 right there. Like I said, you have a puzzle that you're putting together with videos. It's a puzzle. All right, let's go back to our regular setup. Okay, so now you saw that part, right? We back to our regular setup. Now we're gonna do the unboxing part of this. We're gonna do the actual unboxing. So you saw the first 2 clips that we did. Where's my card at? I said we building this puzzle. We got one shot. We just did another shot. That's 2 clips right there. You got 2 clips already. If you go crazy filming, you're gonna have so many clips like this, then you're gonna be like, oh my God, where do I start? So try to be organized, all right? So we got 2 clips. The next one we're gonna do now is open the meat shredder. That's gonna be clip number 3 of our puzzle. All right, so we're not gonna, let's see if we can bring it closer because we're trying to focus on this white thing. So usually I would have, to make it even more better, I would have something white laying down here. So let's go get like a white cardboard so that way it matches the aesthetic. White on white, all right? I think I got a white one. If I don't, it'll be all right. It's all about the scene, making the scene pleasing to the eyes and not distracting. Okay, yeah, I don't really have the best, but we're just gonna put this here. You see what we're doing? We're building our set. You can even get a job to be a set designer. They have a job just for this, to design sets. Okay, so now you see we are consistent now, white on white. Now the focus is on this only. You don't see anything else. All this is going to be blocked out, but when we got the camera, when we go to our camera, let me show you, go back to our camera. See our camera, you only see, let me come down so you can see it better. So now we focus on our camera, you can see, let me come down more. Now you can see, right? Only that is in the focus. We make sure we zoom in enough to not get all the distracting stuff that's in the background. You can't even tell where I'm at right now. If you didn't know where I was at, you just put this video on, you would not know where I was at. You'd be like, where is he at? See, it's like a trick. It's like we trick people into, we make them see what we want them to see. All right, so now, for instance, now we back at it, right? I got this. So for you to film the unboxing part, you would have to put your phone on a tripod, like how I got this phone on this little handheld stand. And I will be sending one of this to whoever graduate at the 8 weeks. If you graduate, you're going to get your own tripod, all right? Okay, so you'll have to put your phone on a tripod or something that can hold it steady when you're doing the unboxing, because you don't want it to be shaking. So now you can see our phone is steady. It's on full HD, the high maxima. We have the light. We have our subject. We have a nice composition. So now let's do an unboxing. So that's all you have to do is just hit record and go unbox. Show them what's in the content, like it's nothing in here. Boom. Show them the back of it. All right. Put that to the side. Or you could get that out the shot. Show them what else comes. This is what comes with it. I don't know what this is. So now we're doing an actual shoot. We're doing a product review. All right, so you show people what's in the box. Now this is one long clip. You see I'm not stopping, I'm going straight through. All right. You show them the top, get them different angles of it, because some people, they want to see everything. All right, then we show them this right here. This right here. But you can see how great the video look. All right, so I think it'll go on here like this. Boom. And now we're going to hit stop. Okay. So that was shot. That was three clips right there that we just did for our product. So that's boom. We got 3 shots right now. 3 shots, right? Now the next shot, if I had chicken, will go, shot 4 will be the actual chicken. For shot 4 will be the actual chicken. It will be, the camera will be set up to the same place, focus on that. And I will put the chicken in there and I will shred the chicken. That will be shot number 4. We shred the chicken. And then maybe shot number 5 could be us eating it. I don't know. It's all up to you on where you want to go with your story. But that would be shot number 4 of the chicken actually being shredded. And then the video is done. The video is done. All you have to do now is edit the video. And we're going to get into editing later on down the line. But yeah, let's watch that video that we did. So as you can see, if we go into hold on. Let me make sure we good to go first. Let's go to our gallery. So when we go to our gallery, you can see this is one of the shots that we took. This is the unboxing part. Editing is the sauce, where the sauce comes in, and I will show you all editing later on down the line. But you can see, let me lower this. You can see what you're looking at. You don't see no distraction in the background. It's plain, it's clear, it's The product is in focus. You can see, right, the composition. This is all the shots we took. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to go back to the shots, yeah. I got to go to gallery. I'm bringing out all the old phones from out of retirement. All the old phones coming out from retirement. All right, so this is shot number 1 right here. Hold on. This was shot number 1. Shot number 2. Well, this is, hold on. Yeah, that's what shot number 3. All right, so 3 shots, y'all. We got 3 shots, and we just gonna edit it. But you can see what I'm talking about with how important it is for you to use the 4 keys: composition, light, subject, and your camera. So we coming down to the end now. Let me go back to the camera. Yeah, this is somebody's old phone they give me. So I'm trying to make sure I don't show no picture I'm not supposed to be showing, you know? I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, fam. So yeah, we back at it. So yeah, fam, this is basically lesson number 1 in videography. Videography is definitely a game changer. Once you learn the basic setups on how to set up your camera, on how to position your shot, and also too, what are you gonna be talking about? What's your story gonna be about? What do you want us to know? Those are the things you have to think about when you get down to videography. It's all about a story. It may not be a story. It could be, you just capturing your animals, moments, special moments. But you can take those special moments and share it online. Create your own page, your own group. So many people are doing the exact same thing. And once you learn stuff like this, you can monetize. Yeah, you know about them pictures, right? You slide to the right, you see somebody with a sausage in their hand, you be like, oops, I'm in trouble. Can't have no sausage in your hand around my part of town. So yeah, fam. So yeah, what was I at again? So basically, yeah, videography is the same thing as photography, but it just we're moving. We're moving with the camera instead of us just standing one spot and just shooting. That's the only difference. But you are applying the same 4 keys that you apply in photography: the light, the camera, the composition, using the rule of thirds. Now you know the resolution in your phone. All right, you know the resolution on. You make sure when you're shooting it's in full HD. If you don't have full HD, you don't have HD. You just have to shoot. Mal, I gotta hit you with one to make you laugh. Yeah, if you're not shooting in full HD or you're not shooting in HD, just shoot what your phone have. Okay, not all phones have these features. Some phones have advanced features, but your phone that you have, you can, as long as you have a camera, you can still do the practice. All right, do the practice. The editing is what's gonna tie everything together, but first you have to learn the basics so that way you can be good to go. Then editing is just icing on the cake. All right, let's see what we covered today. So we cover the difference between FH and HD, which is HD is high definition and FH is full definition. If you can't see it right now, you can see it to the top right there. It says that HD and full HD. So look on your phone, go on your phone later on today and see if you got these features on your phone. See if you have the HD. See if you have the full HD on your phone. If you do, that's fine. If you have the frame rates on your phone, the 24 frames, the 30 frames, the 60 frames, try using those frames. Try practicing with those frames. You know, capture running water. Go let the water run and take a video with the water using different frames. Or test out different settings, the HD setting or the full HD settings on your phone. But basically, I just want you to just, practice, because practice makes perfect. You can build your own set. You can have whatever it is you want to be your subject and film it. But just make sure you use the method that I showed you to make sure your background is clean, it's not distracting. Make sure you're shooting on the highest quality that you can. All right. Let me see what else we should cover. Okay, we went over the resolution. We went over frame rates. We went over, what the frame rate does. Also, make sure before you start filming to clean your lens, to wipe your lens, clean it really, really good, so that way your pictures of your video won't come out smudged or blurry. Make sure you use light, natural light. It's your best friend for videography and photography. You don't want to use the household yellow lights. That's going to make your video look unprofessional. And, use a tripod if you can to stabilize your footage or your video, or put it against something. That way it's stable when you are filming yourself, or, you want that. But modern cell phones, advanced cell phones, have image stabilization. Okay, so remember the composition. Make sure to set up the composition for your shot. A nice composition will definitely draw attention to the subject instead of everything else around it. Experiment with different angles. Use high angles. Use side angles. Different angles. Experiment with angles when you're shooting your videos to see which angles is the best for you. Okay, so let's keep on going. We're almost there, y'all, for day 1 of videography. Y'all have done great. Let me take a seat so that way I can tell y'all more. Okay, so remember, set goals for your content. Set goals for your content. What's the purpose of your video? Storytelling. You want to write down a script, if you can, for your video to help you, stay on track. Whether you're doing documentaries, whether you're doing interviews, this exact same thing applies for all. All right. So let's see what else I got for y'all before we shut it down. But basically, let me see. So basically, that's about it for today. I just want you to just try different techniques, different angles. Practice will make you a whole lot better. Focus on storytelling. Write a quick story about your dog or your flowers. You focus on storytelling. Playing your shots. Begin with a beginning, a middle, and an ending. So one thing about videography, you have to begin with a beginning, a middle, and an ending. Just like the beginning with us showing you the meat shredder, that was the beginning. The middle with us opening the meat shredder, that was the middle. The end will be me actually taking the meat and putting it in here and actually shredding the meat. That's going to be the end. So your video have to have 3 things: the beginning, the middle, and the ending for your storytelling. Okay. So yeah, basically that's about it for today, fam. I hope you learned something from this class. At the end of this class, you will all be set up to create great videos and take great pictures. I'm sure I have seen with my own 2 eyes the skills that you all have been, You have been sharpening your sword. You have been sharpening your sword. You have been sending me pictures, and I love the pictures. And continue doing it. After 8 weeks, you guys will be seasoned in creating your own content for Facebook, YouTube, and you're going to see the difference. Everyone is going to notice the difference, and people are going to take you more serious because your work look more serious. Okay, you're going to go from a beginner to an intermediate, and you're going to be advanced than all your friends out there who don't know the 4 keys. Then you can take these keys and teach them, help them out. There are a lot of people right now who are hopping online to create content, and we need more people to create content. You have something to teach us. You have something we love to see. Okay, so that's it for today. But before I roll out, I want to just touch on something real quick for my people who have been taking me pictures, sending me pictures. I want to show y'all something real quick. You know, this is my backup phone right here. So we're on, let's go to photos. I will show y'all really quick because some of y'all take pictures and y'all don't know how to take the watermark off your pictures because y'all send me pictures and I see the watermark on your picture. And the watermark is a no-no. If you know, take the watermark off your pictures. Take your pictures without the watermark. So I'm going to show you how to take the watermark from your picture. In case you don't know how to do it, let's learn together. So let's go. We're going to go into our camera, right? The gear icon. See the gear icon right here? You want to hit that gear icon and you want to go to, let's see where we at. Let's go to photos, all right? And you can see where it said watermark. If you don't change it, it's going to, every time you take a picture, it's going to let everybody know the phone that you took the picture with, that's not nobody's business. You know, professionally, you got to turn that off. You can see right here, it shows you everything that every time you take a picture, the phone is set, the default settings is going to show the phone name and the date. But if you want to get rid of that, you want to take your pictures and not have that showing. If you send me a picture like that, I'm going to be like, why is all that stuff on there? I want to see the picture itself, not the time, the date, none of that stuff. So how you turn that off, just go like this, boom, boom. You set. See, you set. Turn your watermark off. Now you can take your pictures without no watermark and you good to go. Just a little FYI, I thought I'd put you on to. So lovelies, thank you so much for rocking out with me. Thank you for your time. Let's continue growing together. And trust me, if you stick with this, it's going to open a lot of doors for you and take you places that you wouldn't even think you would be. All right. So next time we'll come back again. We're going to cover more videography tips and tricks. And I'll put y'all on. And last, we're going to do editing. And then you're going to edit your own video. All right. You're going to edit your own 1 or 2 minute video. And the winner, we're going to have a competition. The winner is going to get blessed with something, a surprise. Okay, lovely. So that's it for today. Make sure you hit the video. Make sure you understand the full HD, the HD, your frame rates and composition, your lighting, your subject, and practice. All right, y'all. I hope y'all learned something today. All right. We out there, fam. Don't be bitter. Be better. Until next time. Peace out.